Hello, I'm Dean Miller. I'm the board chair and president of Meals on Wheels of Ridgefield. I've been on the board about 9 years and a volunteer for over 10, and my wife and I have lived in Ridgefield for 20 years. I want to talk to you a little bit about how Meals on Wheels handled the coronavirus pandemic. But first, a little background on Meals on Wheels. We started in 1972 in the basement of St. Mary's School. We are currently in a small commercial kitchen in Ballard Green where we cook and deliver meals 3 days a week with a team of 5 part-time employees and 140 volunteers. We don't receive any federal or state funding, which is good because we can tailor our program for the community. We have no age or income restrictions, and we will help anybody who can't prepare their own meals. We charge a very nominal fee that only covers about 30% of our costs, and we fundraise for the other 70%. In 2019, we served over 30,000 meals to residents in town. So regarding the coronavirus crisis, during January and February, we were just hearing everything that everybody was hearing around town, which is that it was happening elsewhere. We really didn't hear too much. The beginning of March started to get a little bit more serious. And at that point, we took the initial steps of telling all of our volunteers that if you were not feeling well, if you've been exposed to anybody with the virus, or if you traveled to any of the hot spots, that you should stay home and not come in the kitchen. There really wasn't a lot of guidance as to what we should do in the beginning. So out of precaution, because many of our clients are elderly or at risk, we wanted to keep them safe as well as our volunteers. So the guidance was basically just what the CDC was telling us, which is wash your hands, try not to cough, cover your cough, and stay home if you're not feeling well. Initially, they were saying masks weren't going to be that effective, so we didn't require those. It was really just following our normal food safety regulations and perhaps doing a little bit extra, extra hand washing, extra cleaning, perhaps a deep cleaning of our kitchen. But at that point, we were just doing our normal thing. We sent a client note out just letting our clients know what we were doing in terms of our extra precautions, and also to make sure if they weren't feeling well, making sure that they were minimizing face-to-face contact with our drivers, put a cooler outside and let us deliver the food to your front step. Then about the middle of March, things got pretty serious. We had our first infection in town, and it was initially recommended that seniors and at-risk folks stay at home to self-shelter. We immediately started reaching out to the public and let them know that we were available to help with their meal needs, particularly anybody who was choosing to self-isolate. We have a great network in town called the Senior Positive Information Forum to help the senior population. It's headed by Tony Phillips and Karen Gaudian from the Department of Social Services. They're a great help in getting everybody together and helping to spread the word about our service. We also have a very strong presence on social media and a long email database that we sent the message out that we were here to help. At that time, I remember talking to our team and saying, listen, we don't know if we're going to get 5 people or 50 people signing up, but we need to be prepared. And it turned out it was even higher than that. From mid-March to early May, we added 52 new clients. And to put things in perspective, we were serving about 20,000 meals a year up until about 2 years ago. We quickly grew to 30,000 in 2019, and we were expecting to do a little bit more than that in 2020, but things quickly ballooned. We were serving at the peak about 1,000 meals a week in mid-April, and we were doing about 600 meals a week before that, before the crisis. So you can see it was quite a big increase for us, and it really forced us to think outside the box in terms of our capacity, and to try to find ways to increase that. We went to working on 2 shifts on our 3 working days. We had small teams come in on our off days. We pushed back our delivery pickup time 30 minutes to give the kitchen team an extra half an hour to prep. We also arranged with 2 local restaurants, Worcester Hollow Cafe and Dimitri's Diner, to give us some meals to supplement our team so that they wouldn't have to prepare 150 meals. They would prepare 100 and we get the others from the restaurant. We also increased the number of drivers that came in each day so that we could split up the clients and have less of a burden on those drivers as they drove around town. The big challenge was handling this large growth at the same time we were trying to do everything we can to increase our safety procedures. So we implemented a number of new procedures that helped our volunteers as well as our clients stay safe. We had very small teams come into the kitchen. We used to have maybe 13 or 14 people working side by side. We realized we had to take that down to 4 or 5 people to maintain the 6-foot social distance. We also used contactless pickup and delivery. So our drivers, instead of coming into the kitchen, they will come to the front door. Our kitchen team would leave the meals outside, so no face-to-face contact. And the drivers would pick up the meals, take them to the clients, and to do face-to-face or contactless pickup there, we asked the clients not to meet us at the door, to leave a cooler or a insulated bag outside. Our drivers would leave the meals in those containers, ring the doorbell, and walk away. So contactless at both ends. When the mask guidance changed, we recommended that our drivers wear masks, particularly when they were out at our client homes. And initially we recommended and eventually mandated the use of masks in the kitchen while still maintaining that 6 feet separation. We have a lot of older and at-risk volunteers who very near the beginning chose to stay home. And the good news is we had a number of people sign up as new volunteers, and our existing volunteers also stepped up to do a lot more hours. Great group of people. It's so easy to get done what we get done with such a dedicated group of people that are doing whatever they can to help get the job done and make it all happen. We also had pretty quickly an amazing response from the community in terms of monetary donations, both new and existing donors who wanted to help out during the crisis. And we also had Fairfield County Bank do a matching donation program, which helped increase our number of donors tremendously to get that match. We also had a number of in-kind donations, things like handmade masks from a number of individuals and organizations that we used for our volunteers as well as gave to our clients. We had a number of coolers, insulated bags, food donations, and even handmade items that we could hand out to our clients during the crisis. We're very lucky to live in such a generous community, and we thank all of our donors who helped us during the crisis as well as throughout the year. The feedback from our clients during this crisis has been very positive as well. We get a lot of notes and thank you letters just thanking us for what we're doing and how they appreciate helping them out while they're self-sheltering. The one sad part about this is that our clients and drivers have not had a chance to get a lot of social interaction, which is one of the highlights of our program. A lot of our clients, if they don't have family in the area, our drivers may be one of the few people they see during the week. So they really miss, both the clients and our drivers miss that chance to have a quick conversation, to check in how they're doing, and just to talk and have a little bit of a social connection. We're hoping that that can restart again once things get back to normal. So here we are in mid-May, and things have settled down a little bit. We're still not done with this pandemic. We're still serving a large number of meals, and we're continuing to be there for the community to help out however we can. We're so proud that we were able to step up and increase our capacity and help out anybody who needed meals during this crisis. And I'm just very proud of the team and how everybody has pulled together and worked so much harder to get those extra meals out. So thank you, Ridgefield, for your support. And if you know anybody who needs meals during the crisis, we're here to help. So please give us a call. Thank you.